scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. White going to attack through the air. Oh, he wants it all. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Nothing but green ahead. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Auburn. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So Missouri's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Finds a man in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the return, it's Higgins. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse. They need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Caught behind the line. It's Riley. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He's going to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. A connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
He's brought down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Makes the catch and he's brought down. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Going to the run, it's Cobb. They make the stop of this running game. Moves the chains as they get the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide out in motion. It's complete. And he's dragged down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Gets it to the back. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. They could make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Motion from the offense. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll try the right side. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First down to start the drive after the break. It'll be a draw. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways, but the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They feed him again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Back to throw, it's Horn. Quickly complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? They recover their own fumble. Somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back? Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's Higgins. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on 1st down. He lets one fly deep and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the...
Going over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it on the outside, it's Cobb.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He fires a bullet to the right. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. White wants to throw it. They're trying to get to him. Third and goal from way back there. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get...
Afterburner's coming. Still on his feet. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires downfield. Got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Horn. Looking for the score. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he made the extra point without problem. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this point.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback will audible. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. White going to attack through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally,
he's going to let it go. Wide open, he makes the catch. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got loose, it was all over. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 86-yard touchdown pass. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Missouri gets to the line quickly. On the move, it's Lacey. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling one or two guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really... And the pass hits, picked off. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacey. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about this running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be knocked down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. White wants to throw it. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Auburn lines up quickly. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. He's running free down the middle. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got it. Smashes through. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Here comes the offense on first down. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Back to throw, it's Horn. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive, he had way too much time.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. After the run, now to throw. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. From the gun, running back on the move. And make it. The defense denying him the first down. They've converted every time on 4th down. 3 for 3 so far. They'll go for 4. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, looking to pass. Floating away. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad
and the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they...
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Back to throw. It's Horn. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep getting that quarterback.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Working the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. White going to attack through the air. He slings it deep to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the fourth quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and the defense holds. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Touchdown, Missouri! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. But man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
The deficit is huge, this one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
White wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
First down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They want to just keep throwing it. He caught it. And he was so close to scoring with that one, but he's shoved out of bounds at the 2.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short field. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Trying to get to him. Moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Auburn! And the beatdown has ensued. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
I mean, 4th and goal, and what does he do? He makes plays. This is why quarterbacks with this kind of athletic ability are so hard to stop. Big-time money down on 4th down, and the quarterback makes the play.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
It's caught downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
To throw, it's Horn. Quickly complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Missouri will have to send out the punt team.
Punt formation to kick it away.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, oh, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat